Guys, I've filmed this once before, but I wanted to film it again because I didn't do half. I did like a quarter. This is how thick it's getting. I've only got this little part left back here. And you will be getting a flip through very shortly. I will mention that there's LGBTQIAP, whatever, pride, and the gay community, if you want to. The LGBT community is mentioned in here. So, if you don't want to see that, I mean, it's not very much, but I am a supporter of that, and I will say that. I'm a Christian, and I'm a proud LGBT supporter. There's also some cuss words in here. They're not bolded, but, yeah. So, we're going to get into this flip. There's a lot of personal things in here, but, yeah. So let's get into this chunker. This is my first cover. These are my first 2 pages. It's just my starting page. This is from Melly Rose. I just have the starting date. It's lasted over a month. This little thing has lasted over a month. I'm surprised. A Macklemore lyric. My scrappy yard. My first day of work. And my in, out, and break slip. So you can see right there. I actually colored and made that. I wrote some more, and I thanked my coworkers for an awesome day. This is some more of the in, out, and break slips. That continues for another half a page. Then I stopped. And then my first real busy day at work was my second day at work, which is insane. There was literally 10 to 20 people solid because it was a fundraiser, but at all times. Then day 3. Somebody bought me lunch. That's what that is. I was talking about a coworker I don't get along with. A scary, funny event because something we thought was happening wasn't really happening. Turns out the guy was probably only holding booze underneath his shirt, but we thought it was something different. And the lady was really pissed off, so we thought that maybe they were together and they were coming to take revenge on Wendy's. Let's just say that. And it resulted, and it really wasn't that. He had booze and they weren't together, and she was just a pissed off person. But, it resulted in one of my coworkers jumping out the drive-thru window. So, you had to be there. Then I wrote about my adoption. This is a YouTube baby update. YouTube baby. I have their last name, and this is about Kojak Silver from Chan and Pam. I have his sister's names, first and middle, because they always choose good names. They have Jovi Marie, Kobe Lynn, and Callie Trill. Well, Trill is like a family nickname. Like, not nickname, it's a family's name. Just, I think they're awesome. And then they have Kojak, which is even more awesome. So, then I have Memorial Day. And I have pictures of the unmarked grave. This is grave of the unknown named soldier, Arlington. This, and then the Palmyra bird. Then I have my first compliment. I wrote about my first compliment at work. This is actually from one of our bags. These are meaningful flowers. This is the only real sad one. That's from my grandfather's funeral. This is a really old picture of me that I just needed to include because I was 12. I am 20. This was over 10 years ago. I am 23 years old. I was 12. I don't look 12. My friends didn't believe me at work. They're like, you weren't 12 in that picture. You were like 15. No, I was 12. Then I wrote about Macklemore because I love Macklemore. He's just woo and very smart. He's sexy and smart, and that combination, I tell you. More pictures. Writing about Macklemore. Facts, and then some lyrics. My favorite lyric by him is, and this has always been my favorite, and this is where I get like I might get some hate for this, but it says, if you preach hate at the service, those words aren't anointed. The holy water you soak in has been poisoned. When everybody else is more comfortable with remaining voiceless rather than fighting for humans who have had their rights stolen. That is from the song Same Love. If you've ever heard this, obviously you know what it is about. But yeah. Then we went to visit my grandmother at South. Oh, by the way, if you're in Delaware or wherever they get you to South, if they ever recommend it, go. If you need a family member to go. This is just their pamphlet, and it opens up. Whee! And then there's a little map, and then they were voted the Joint Commission National Quality Approval. So I guess they won quality approval. Then me and my mom got sick. My mom got sick first. And so this is her tag, her bracelet. When she came home, she gave it to me. This is my bracelet because then I was with her for 2 hours and then I got sick. I was not admitted by then, but I had abdominal pain and I was throwing up. And then those are my vitals, which were normal. And then I read about the hospital and how we had our favorite nurse. How they really didn't do anything for me. They left me a bruise that's now gone. That is my hospital that I go to. Please don't stock my hospital. And I wrote by my uncle. I miss him. We won't mention that, but I was only 8 when he died, and he died, and we only got 4 years together. This is not us, by the way. This is just a photo that I found in a magazine, and it reminded me a lot of me and him when I was little. So, and he was a flower, chemist / botanist. I don't know what the word is when they do flowers and stuff. He was a florist / something else. There's a job title. He worked with flowers. There we go. He's one of the best in the state of West Virginia at one point. Then my cousin Jessica got married. This is my biological cousin on my biological piece of crap father's side. But I love her. I don't like most of that family, but I like her. Yeah, there's just faces. I'm covering this because they're children. I don't mean to say I don't like the whole family. It's just things happened. And if you've seen my Plow slip-throughs, the abuse and stuff, I don't associate with much of our family, but I love her. That's my Jessie on her wedding day to our awesome husband, Lee. Bottom picture's her and her kids and him. And then this more pictures. I didn't get to go, so I'm bitter about that. And some writing. The stickers from Walmart. It's a wedding dress. And then I always write a note to the person if I'm writing something. And I call my cousin Jessie. Jessi. Her name is Jessica. So, yeah. I wrote about how I'm happy for her. And then I did a page for Melly Rose. Melly, if you see this, this is your page on video. These are from her Facebook. Or social medias. And this little thing says, I love my computer because my friends live in it. And then some more pictures. This is Melly. I spelled her wrong, I know. Some flowers. She has the identical ones because I bought them for her, but they're awesome. And it says, thanks for being there, because she's truthfully one of my best online friends. These are some puffy stickers from Dollar Tree. And I hope they come up with more. It says, online best friend. It's a new series I want to start. And then, if you guys recall, my friend Kenny passed away. And if you can believe it, it's been 2 months. which I couldn't believe. It broke my heart, and I have to cover a lot of this page, and I don't know how I'm going to do it, but there's just some pictures. It says 2 months without you. I love you always and will always miss you. That's him as a baby. Just some favorite pictures. This is my absolute favorite picture, and this is my best friend. This is my guardian angel. And this was actually pink. The guardian part was pink, and I colored it in red because it did not match. So if you ever can't find like lettering things like that, and you have to color them in, use like these. I don't know where the rest of mine are, but yeah, use these or fine tip marker and make it yours though. And then more pictures, which I have to cover up more because base. And I've mentioned before he's an athlete, so yeah. He's actually riding through McDonald's on a horse. Because that's my best friend. And he's this one, if you can't tell, number 61. I miss him, guys. And I did the date real big. This was the day after. It would have been 2 months, but, you know, I wrote that on there. I wrote about how it actually feels. I wrote about, and then I wrote it about words that described him, which I chose because I don't remember anymore. He was the ladies' man of our school at that point, so that was a word. He was a sweet soul. He was very protective. He was a star, which people say that. He was the sports star. He was the star of everybody's mind. My word was teammate because he personified that word. And lastly, he was funny because he was funny. It says, I love and miss you. His KRH forever and always until we meet again. I know he's just my best friend, but it hurts. Then another YouTube baby update. And the mommy actually covered it. Sam Shocker from Pop Sugar / Dr. Drew. And her little daughter, Sophie. Oh my god. And then we get into the LGBTQIA plus P stuff. My favorite show was Shameless. If you've watched these things, you know this. My favorite people on there are Mickey and Ian. We don't know if Mickey's coming back. So I had to do over a page. This actually says on one of his lines, it says you're under my skin, but you can't really see it. It's like very faded. They don't put fades anymore. We're screwed. Then it just says Ian and Mickey on the bottom. Then it says partner, lover, friend, which when Ian goes in the psych ward, they ask him, or it could be the police officer thing. No. Partner, lover, family. It's very faded on there too. And then there's a line in the thing where when Ian breaks up with him, which I'm pissed off about, but Mickey says, I love you. And Ian says, what does that mean? And then Mickey goes, if you watch the show, I'm sorry if I'm giving you spoilers. He says, it means good times, bad, sickness, health, all that shit. Which, if you know them, that last part fits. It fits their relationship. I have a lot of weird pictures of them. Dang it, the babies! And now and then the hashtag bring back Mickey. Yay! And then it was my daddy's birthday. He turned 57. Now, my dad doesn't take pictures anyways. So I have like 3 or 4 pictures of him since I've gotten adopted that aren't like that I have taken. So there's only 2 pictures. And on my mom's birthday, there might be more because we are always together. But I love my daddy. He truthfully is one of my heroes. So this is it. There's my daddy, and there's me. There's my daddy alone. He got injured. He fell down the stairs at his house and shattered his leg. Walking a dog. His dog. And then If you're wondering why there's frogs, because you're for birthday page, there used to be a guy on the WB. It was a frog, and it'd be like, "Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my nighttime gal." Sorry. Just sing along if you know that. Comment if you're old enough to know what that is, because I'm guaranteeing half of us aren't. But if you are, it was on the WB, and it was a little frog, and it sang. I don't know. If you know where that's from, comment, because my dad loved it. That little standing thing of the dude, that was weird. But he likes frogs, so here's frogs. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. If you hate frogs, I'm sorry. It says, "Happy birthday, number one dad." It says, "I have a hero. I call him Dad." And then I wrote about, like, how they saved me. And we're not really the closest because of reasons. But he is the number one dude in my life. And then I wrote a note to him. And there's another froggy. This is number one dude. And then this is another part of the note. And this actually has a blue frog, because his favorite color is blue. And that is the cutest frog. And then the blower. And then my mom got released from the place. This is actually her and my mom. Mom's in the back, my mom's in the front. This was taken from this view, so Aunt was taking the picture from this side of the car. So yeah, that's why my mom's on. These are her bracelets. It's her real. I'm gonna cover her full name. Walrus, because she's, well, not steady on her feet and she's old. She was born in 1935. She's 80-something years old. Can't walk that well. Her allergy bracelet and her limb alert, because she can't walk very well and her legs are not good. Or how about how I'm proud of her. And then I think I'm about done. Yeah. We got a couple more pages. Then I joined the other LGBT thing, and my favorite YouTuber, or one of them, is named Magical Molly, or Molly Likovich. And I had to do a page for her because she inspires me. It's not because she's bisexual. Because of the person she is. She's an activist and everything for sexual assault and rape and stuff. And oh my god, I love this girl. These are just some cool pictures from, like, Facebook and Instagram. And then I wrote Magical Molly! Yay! I love her. She's beautiful. And then some butterflies, because I feel like that was appropriate. And then, my birth family, again. Using a lot of birth family in this one. My mom's one of her older sisters. I think it's, like, her second oldest sister. I don't know about the line. There's two that are older than her, and one that's younger. Two that are younger. My mom is younger, and then there's my Aunt Patty, my Aunt Kathy, my mom, my Aunt Nancy. Yeah, there's 4 girls. Sorry, I had to think about it in my head. My Aunt Kathy is the second girl, and it was her birthday. I'm not sure how old she turned because nobody knows. I didn't want to ask. But yeah, there's some pictures, and like I said, I go all through their life. My mom's actually a baby in some of these. She's holding my mom in this one. You can't even see it, so it's blown out, but my mom's in her hands. She's a little girl standing right there. My other aunt hadn't been born yet. That's my mom. That's all of her kids and her grandkids. That's all of her and her siblings. My mom's actually in this picture, but my Aunt Kathy's this one. This is me and my Aunt Kathy when I was like 13. The last picture we have of us together because... And then more picture of her and her sons, because she's got 3 awesome sons. Chris, Brian, and David Lee. There we go. I don't know why I said Luke. And her awesome husband, Andy. I don't think of his name. But yeah, so there's a picture of her and her boys, and then that's her as a teenager, which is really weird to see them as teenagers. And my mom's in this picture, my birth mom. And then there's my Aunt Kathy. She actually had her oldest son by then. This is her and her husband, and this is the most recent picture on her Facebook of her. This woman basically raised me before I got adopted. Well, good raised me. And so I wrote, "Happy birthday, Aunt Kathy." And the camera's there because she's the family memory keeper. She likes to take a lot of pictures. Which is why I can't, if I was around her more, there'd be a million pictures of me everywhere. But I was her little shadow, and she let me, she goes, my favorite thing to do with her was bake and lick the batter off the whisk. I even said this, I said, "Thank you for letting me lick the batter off of mini whisk when I was so little. And thank you for always, for being you. Love always, your forever shadow." And then the last pages, this is the pages, by the way. And my last page that I'm going to do today, because we're at 21 minutes, our Wendy's has a thing where you can compliment online on the back of our tickets. And if you get a compliment, they print it out at work. So this is my first one ever, and I wanted to record it, and it says my name really teeny down there. I don't know what manager wrote it. I think it was little Melissa. I have two managers named Melissa. One's really tall, one's really little. Little Melissa. It says great job, and it tells what I did. Cost their compliment, and I wrote how I found out that it happened. And it said it made my day, and there's some hamburgers. So yeah, this is where I'm going to stop, and I hope you enjoyed this flip. And you will get in the rest of this in a couple days. Thank you.